In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect a research system to your Claude Code project. Once it's connected, Claude Code can ask your project sources questions, generates infographics, podcasts, much more. I'll show you the exact setup, benefits you get from this workflow, and bottlenecks you should be knowing before using this. Let me show you the actual demo first. So here I have a research named as RAG and Vector Databases Explained. This was done in the past. Now I can go to Claude Code and ask use RAG and Vector Databases research from my NotebookLM, use NotebookLM skill and generate the research report summary. Let's fire this up. So now the skill is already installed in my PC. It's installed globally, so it can pull that skill. As you can see, it is reading the NotebookLM skill, checks the auth and listing all the available notebooks in my account. So actually it found 2 notebooks with RAG content. It is generating brief doc reports for both of them. So here what it is doing is like it is not using Claude Code tokens to do the research or to do anything. It is just using Claude Code tokens to just query what's available in the NotebookLM in my account. As you can see, it got the reports downloaded to your project folder. It got all the reports to this folder and gave the combined summary directly from our 2 NotebookLM notebooks. Not anything extra. Claude didn't do any web search, nothing. That's the beauty when you install this NotebookLM skill to your Claude Code project. Okay, to set this up, you have to go to this GitHub link. I'm going to give you this in the description. All the resources that we are discussing here, you can find it in the description for free. We have to run some commands if you are doing it through the terminal, but we don't have to do anything. You can just copy the link, go to Claude Code, just paste that link and say install this and set up the project. That's it. Let's put it in the bypass permission mode. But here I already installed this. It will say it's already installed or something like that, but I'm showing you for the demo purpose. You need to just create a folder on your desktop, open that in the Claude Code. And by the way, if you are not aware of what we are doing right now and where we are working on, it is just a Visual Studio Code. Just download it. Probably you should be aware of that. Just go to extensions, download Claude Code and install this. And this can be installed in Codex, Cursor, wherever you are working on, doesn't matter. You can install this skill in all the 3 tools. So now anyway it's running and it is setting up in this current project directory. So as soon as you install, so it says installed and working. Now you need to authenticate. This opens a browser login. So you have to give access to your NotebookLM with your email. You have to just log in once and it will take access to that, and from then on you don't have to log in again. It takes care of it. So it is saying like the skill is already installed. Now run the login. We have to open the terminal and copy this paste code, but we don't have to do it. So I just said you run it, I will do the auth. Okay, here it says like the terminal enter prompt doesn't work through my shell session. It needs interactive input. It's okay if it is not able to do, just copy the code and open the terminal in VS Code itself. Just do the new terminal and enter and now it opens the Google login in the browser itself. But here I am already signed in, so I don't have to do it again. Just let me show you what it does. Okay, as you can see, it is opening my notebooks. I'm already signed in, as I told you, so I don't have to do it again. Just you need to give your Gmail account, and NotebookLM is free, so you don't have to worry about the subscription and all. NotebookLM is free. That's the best part of this tool. Okay, that's how you need to sign in, and once you are done with that, you can close this terminal and work along. Okay, so why are we doing this? The old way, we need to give all the PDFs, links and everything, whatever the transcripts we have to dump all of them to the Claude Code in the chat, and we burn tokens because Claude have to go through all those things and then it should come up with an answer. That works, but it takes a lot of tokens, and once you end the session and come back, it forgets everything and you have to re-explain everything from scratch. But now the better way, you don't have to store any research. NotebookLM stores all the research reports. You can just ask whatever is needed for that project, and you can use the same research tomorrow even after ending the session and come back and ask different questions. It will give the accurate response from that research. So how this works? Project sources, PDFs, docs, links, transcript, everything is the research material which stays in the NotebookLM. The research notebook sources live in one place instead of every Claude session. You can just, in any Claude session, once you install that skill, you can ask it from any project repo. Okay, not only this, as you can see, I just asked it from that project. Next, Claude Code will be the operator, just focus on the questions, decides what to create. It doesn't have to put any extra effort on doing the research. It just needs to grab what is needed from the existing research reports. And the output, we already know NotebookLM has different kinds of outputs. It can generate different kinds of output, or audio overview, slide deck, video overview, mind map, reports, flashcards, infographic, and data table. They are adding much more and more. So we can generate everything from the Claude Code itself. So now let's do one thing. Let's clear this conversation and let's ask. So let's search and do the research about GPT 5.5 and compare it to Claude Opus 4.7. So let's take it as a task and do the research on that. Okay, we'll ask Claude Code. I said I wanted to do the research using NotebookLM skill on ChatGPT 5.5 and Claude Opus 4.7. Just the comparison part. I want you to compare and show me the report summary and generate a horizontal infographic of the summary and let me know which one is best for which tasks. Okay, let's fire this up. So now it uses the NotebookLM skill and it creates a new notebook here. Okay, here it is flagging something, so it didn't understand the knowledge cutoff is August 2025. That's what it is saying. So it is confused between the ChatGPT 5.5 and 5. It is thinking GPT 5, so it is doing a quick web search before doing the actual research. Yeah, because of the knowledge cutoff, it is not directly going and doing the search. But NotebookLM has an inbuilt web search feature. So as you can see, we got the notebook here about the research. It is adding the sources one by one while doing the search. Now as you can see, it is automatically generating a report, generating the study guide report. Looks like we got it here. It's in the thing, we got the report, but we asked it to generate a infographic, if I remember. Generate a horizontal infographic of the summary, but I don't know why it didn't generate it. So let's ask once it's done. Oh, okay. It is also now building the horizontal infographic. So we asked it for the summary of the report, and so it generated the summary. Now it is generating the infographic. Okay, while generating infographic, it is using some other different skill. So I stopped it and asked it to generate using NotebookLM skill, and then it is generating using NotebookLM infographic command. So as you can see here in the studio, we are seeing it. Okay, now the tasks are completed. NotebookLM GPT-5, the 6 sources loaded. It just loaded 6 sources, but let's ask to do the web search and do the deep research in the NotebookLM itself. It just did the web search here using Claude Code's inbuilt web search tool, but we don't want to do that. We'll try that too, but in the meantime, let's check what it has generated. So this is the infographic, Claude Opus 4.7 GPT 5.5, the April 2026 frontier comparison. So NotebookLM can generate beautiful infographics with the details and everything without messing up the text. So that's the beauty of NotebookLM. Under the hood, it uses Gemini Nano Banana model, so that's the reason the text and everything is on point. And let's look at the summary. So this is the markdown summary of the research. Okay, now let's do the research and the web search inside NotebookLM without Claude Code doing the research. Let's ask Claude Code to do it, because NotebookLM has feature like web search and fast research. So I told it, hey, I want you to do the web search and deep research about the same topic in NotebookLM. Use NotebookLM skills and do the web search. I don't want you to do the web search. I want everything to be done in NotebookLM, and you just need to query it. That's what I told. So let's fire this up. So now it looks like it is using the web research inside. As you can see, we got the steps. This is what we are doing. It automatically gave the search query in the search bar. So now it looks like it working. So basically we have to do a little bit back and forth, and that's what I'll talk about this in the bottlenecks section in the later part of the video. Okay, looks like the research is completed. Let's click on import. It can do it. I just interrupted the process by clicking on the escape. So I just did import all of that, and now as you can see, the research is pretty deep. We got a lot of information from a lot of websites. Let's do one thing. I just said from that research I needed to write a 50-second short format video script with great hook. Okay, first, as we interrupted before, it checks whether the research is completed or not, and yeah, it is querying the notebook for the sharpest comparison point, then writes the script. So that's the beauty of this both tools combining together. So in this way, you can use it for your content research, or if you are a business owner, you can do it for your ICP research or your business research. Basically, whoever you are, you can use NotebookLM as the research tool while you are working on Claude Code. So now it is saying got the most surprising data points, writing the script now based on purely what a notebook found. So this is a grounded research. We don't have to re-verify anything because this has done the web research and got the data. GPT 5.5 just released. Everyone thinks Claude is cheaper. They are completely wrong. Claude Opus 4.7 looks cheaper on paper, 25 million token, GPT 30, but Claude's new tokenizer inflates your. Oh, we are we are bashing Claude Opus 4.7 while using Claude Code in our system. But yeah, that's what it is. So, and what do you think about GPT 5.5? I've tested it and it is pretty fast, I would say, and it is a great improvement. In one line, if I'd say, it is a great improvement compared to GPT 5.4, but both will be neck to neck. That's the whole point. But yeah, here this is the script directly from our research. Okay, now why this helps and how will this save tokens in Claude Code? Because we are using NotebookLM as our research tool. We are just passing commands, like about 2 to 3 line commands in the Claude Code, and NotebookLM does the heavy lifting on our research. And it is reusable research. We don't have to build the context every single session, and we don't have to put all the data in the Claude Code's context and make it burn our tokens. So with this, Claude will have cleaner context, and also it supports multiple formats: audio, slides, report, visuals. We can do everything from Claude Code itself. And next, the project continuity. If you do all the research and all the web search using Claude Code, and if you forget saving it, or if you end the session, you have to do it again from scratch. But now you can come back tomorrow, ask the questions. Everything is there itself in NotebookLM. It's like a library. The whole point is NotebookLM will be our library and Claude Code is the person who is using that library. I hope you got it. So now let's talk about the bottlenecks. Before, while we are doing something, it directly searched the web and did the research by itself. This is not officially released by Google. This is from a third-party developer. Google can change anything, so anything can break anytime. We never know what happened, but we can use until it's working. It's an official API. So an auth Google login can expire. You have to do the reconnecting and reauth. That's not a big deal, but that is also a bottleneck. And generation time is a little bit slow. As you can see, if you want to generate any slide or audio, it takes a little bit of time, and if you are generating video, it takes way longer than you expected. So that's the sad part. When the quality control, outputs are drafts, generated assets still need review, editing, and final judgment. But this is not a bottleneck, I would say, because NotebookLM does the research. But anyway, it is completely generated by AI. There's no problem you cross-referring it. But I'm pretty sure this will give the best research possible because it searches the web and gets the data. Those are the bottlenecks, but I don't think these are like deal breakers. We can use it because this is completely free. The NotebookLM is free. The GitHub repo, we are using it free. The only thing we are paying here is for Claude Code. So that's the simple idea. NotebookLM becomes the research brain and Claude Code becomes the operator. You stop wasting tokens and by pasting everything in Claude Code. Instead, we'll use NotebookLM and do the source heavy research, and we'll use Claude Code to query it. I'll give you the repo links in the description below. Check them out. And if you like this video, like and share it with your friends and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.